while they're building the audience, I want to invite you to Justin Singletary at Erica Holmes IG page and Facebook page, as well as Bossed Up Academy IG page and Facebook page. Today we are talking to self-employed people. That means your gig workers, your 1099s, your beauticians, your salon owners, your barbers, your tax preparers, your mobile car detail washers. Who else can you think of, Justin?
Everybody, honestly, all of our entrepreneurs.
Right. Okay. Hey, I see some people getting on here, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today we're talking to self-employed people. A lot of people are having a rough time during this pandemic, and today we decided to do this topic because it not only can get you approved for a home loan, it can get you a business loan, it can get you assistance from SBA. A lot of people did not qualify for PPP, or they don't know how to qualify for PPP, which is the Paycheck Protection through SBA for the pandemic. And a lot of people are running into complications due to their Schedule C. It's not necessarily their credit that's holding them back. It's their Schedule C if they are an LLC, if they are sole proprietorship, if they're not filing a corporate return. So today I'm going to share my screen and show you a Schedule C. Can everybody see this Schedule C? Is it big enough? Or do I need to make it a little bit larger? Can everybody see my screen now?
Okay, yeah, that looks good.
Okay, so on your Schedule C, you have your name, and your social security number. And if you have a business name, it will go under A. The code is from the directions on the Schedule C, so that code would go there. And if you had a business name that you were doing business as, it would go there. And then under E is where you would have the business address. That means wherever your business is located. Sometimes people work out at home office. Some people have a virtual office, or they're renting a small space somewhere else. So under E would be where your address would go. Now it would tell how do you get paid. If you are getting cash or accrual, and it depends on who's doing your taxes and how you get paid, and they'll put your accounting method there. But we want to come to part 1 where it says income. Okay, this gross receipts, that means the total that your business brought in for the entire year. That was before any expenses was paid, anything. That is what your business brought in. No expenses taken out. Then you have cost of goods sold, which on this particular business, they didn't have any cost of goods, but we're just using this as an example. And then it says gross profit, which would still be that number because they did not have any cost of goods. And then that's gross income is still the same. But now we here on part 2. This is where people don't quite understand sometimes what's going on. So here is where you write off all of your business expenses, advertising, truck, car expenses, commissions and fees, contract labor, depreciation, employee benefits, insurance, interest on your mortgage, if you own your own building for your business, any legal or professional services, office expenses, vehicles. I'm not going to read all of them, repairs. It just goes through everything that your business possibly had to pay for during this time of you operating business. Well, you take all of those deductions and then you have on line 31 a net profit or loss. This business actually had a profit. So with this business having a profit, their profit was $16,278. If you have parentheses around this number, that means that your business took a loss. And I'm going to show you here, if your business took a loss, this is how yours would look. It would be in parentheses. The number would be in parentheses on line 31 that says you took a loss. But this particular business, because they did generate some income, but the tricky part gets here. This business says, okay, last year we made $16,278. So when you go to apply for a loan, the bank is looking at this as if that's your income for the year. So I'm going to go to my calculator here. And when you look at that number, 16,278, we're going to divide it by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. That means that your business, that your gross income was $1,356.50 for the month. So that means before taxes, you made $1,300 a month. So that's what they're going to calculate and say, what can you afford? They're not going to give you $1,000 house payment if you only made $1,356, because that says you won't have money to pay your utilities. You won't have money to pay your bills. So therefore, a lot of times people are writing off a lot of stuff, yes, because you have a business, but it can hurt you for a loan. That also comes back to PPP. They're doing 2.5 times that amount to see what you qualify for PPP for the SBA. So they say, okay, well, we can only give you $3,391 because that is all that you qualified at 2.5 times. So sometimes people are trying to get out of paying taxes. You have to buff you have to put Uncle Sam into your budget. There's no way around it. Also, if you continue to have a negative, that's with the parentheses around there, then the government's going, or could, not saying I'm not a tax person, could audit you and say, why would you stay in business for 5 years and you're losing money every month? How are you paying your bills? So therefore, or how do you have a $200,000 house that you're paying a $1,200 mortgage, but you telling me you only make $1,300 a month? It's not mathematically possible. So you've got to make sure that you're understanding what your tax preparer is putting down, what kind of numbers you're giving them, and go back to good record keeping, good bookkeeping. So this time during this pandemic, it is a great opportunity for you to get some financial assistance, but it's also a great opportunity for you to get your house in order, get your books in order, become more financially literate of what is out here, what's being offered, as well as what you need to do on your behalf in order to become approved to get what you need in order to be able to succeed in business. So you've got to understand that you got to pay Uncle Sam. You got to pay him something. Now, what you pay and what you earn is two different things. But remember, it's about not how much you make, but how much you get to keep. Justin, did you want to add anything or say anything?
No, not really. I mean, we do have a lot of people that call in that are self-employed. And again, like you said, if you're doing all these write-offs, you won't get approved for the mortgage. So this was a very, very good topic because people need to know, how to do write-offs and when to do write-offs. So if you're interested in buying a house, definitely, take time and, like she said, go through your books and figure out, how much you owe the IRS, and don't do a lot of write-offs.
And another thing is so hard that for people, they can you can pay your taxes on a quarterly basis, um, biannually, or you can wait to the end of the year. So sometimes if you can pay along the way, then that way you don't feel such pressure to lower your tax liability because you don't have the funds to get on to pay the IRS. Also, the IRS does come with payment options. They do allow you to make payments on what you do owe them without getting a tax lien or having your wages garnished. A lot of times when you go in to look for even a business loan or a personal loan, they're going to want to see more than 1 year because they want to see what your trend is. And usually what they'll do is take the average of the last 2 years, and then that will equal your income. So that way they have a general idea of what you actually are making in your business. So the SBA on PPP, and I keep bringing up PPP because this is something that is ongoing right now, but people don't realize if your business wasn't making money, then Corona, you didn't take a hit from Corona. So from nothing, you get nothing. So this is a great opportunity to get on track, get situated with the IRS and put things on track and get out of doing business and start doing business. Thank you. If you have any questions, contact me or Justin.